about this nagging feeling that I've been having for quite a while. That I have not discussed, I have not talked about, I have not brought it up because everything happened so fast. It was happening so fast. I kept getting this blockage when it came to elections and like who was going to win and all that stuff like that. I kept getting a blockage. And I was telling y'all this a couple months back, like it was kind of weird because it was like I couldn't get much of nothing. And the energy still feel the same way though. But now it feels like, bro, I feel like this dude rigged the elections again, y'all. And it's amazing. It's like, how can we all just accept that this man ain't already no previous past election thief? And so we just so easily just accept that he won the elections without thinking, without questioning, without requesting a revote, without requesting a recount. I feel like we need to question this election. We need to question this election because it's not making sense. And I will tell you, psychically, like I was not getting, and it's so crazy because like I heard that other Okay, hold on 1 second, okay? Okay, how about now? Here's what I'm saying. I've been getting this nagging feeling for a while. I think this motherfucker rigged the elections again. There has to be such a thing that, you know, if you rig the elections and you attempt to cheat on the elections, you are not president. I don't know. I mean, and it's a thing. It's one thing if it's fair and square, if he won fair and square. But this is a known election thief that we just so easily conceded, didn't question that he won the election because we assumed that America was not ready for a black female president, right? But I still keep getting this nagging feeling. It would be one thing if it was gone, if I wasn't having that nagging feeling, if I wasn't having this weird vibe about this election the whole time. I'm telling you guys, this weird vibe didn't just start like right before the election. This weird vibe started back in the summertime when people started asking me about it. Back in what, October, September, August, maybe even July, when people started asking me what do I think about the elections. I was having a weird feeling back then that I won't say confused, although confused was kind of general consensus around many psychics. But it was more, for me, it was more blank. It was like a wall I could not see. It was a wall in front of everything. Like I could not see what was going on. And so now, after the elections has actually happened and everything, and all of this stuff is going on and whatever, and, you know, we had all just given up and believed that Trump is, you know, just going to be the president again. We just got to deal with his ass for 4 more years. God damn it. But I'm still getting this, I've been getting this nagging, almost screaming feeling that this shit is, like, shit's about to hit the fan as it relates to politics and this election. Like, it's not over yet. That's what I'm getting. And I'm not the only one. There are other people who are getting that feeling. And sometimes it's like you just want to confirm, like, you know, sometimes you just want to confirm that you're not crazy, you know? And so you go and you kind of check the scene, check the temperature. And I did. Matter of fact, I didn't even go looking for checking the temperature. It just came across my screen. And when I watched the video, I was like, I've been feeling like that too. So what's going to happen is the real question here. As it relates to this whole election, this whole thing, it's supposed to be over. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. Because if I'm being real with you, how can we all just so easily just overlook that this man has previously stolen an election? Admittedly. Like, we know it's the truth that he has previously been involved in voter fraud. Okay, like election fraud, basically. So how then was he even allowed to be on the ballot to begin with? I mean, it's just so much. It's so much. It is so very much. How are we doing? I hope we're doing well. Okay, I want to go get a drink real quick. And so if you don't mind holding, okay, 3 to 5 minutes until the next available representative can come and help you. Okay, y'all give me a second. I'm about to go get a drink, okay? Oh, I think I gotta get my card. I don't know if this dollar is gonna be enough. All I got is $1 bill. Let's see. No, it's not 11. Sorry about that. Let me run in the store to grab my drink and I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. That was way longer than I expected. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay? I don't know if anybody else is getting that nag or that nagging feeling, but I certainly am. And it is certainly real. And then when you just look at everything that's going on, like already with the shits, it's like, for nobody to question that this man would do what he's already done before is crazy. It's really crazy because it doesn't make no sense at all. But all right, I mean, if you won fair and square, that's one thing. But if you didn't win fair and square, I want a recount and a revote. So anyway, oh, it's okay. Bumba Cloud, what you been doing? What's been going on? It's been a little while. What's going on, my friend? You good? Are you alive? Oh my God. Shit. Did you die? Like, oh my goodness, you've been gone so long. What's up? Did you fucking die? Oh my God. Did you die and come back to life? What happened? So anyway, I really feel like this is a very weird vibe that I've been getting. Really weird vibe that I've been feeling. Because honestly, like when it comes to elections, I'm usually spot on. Like, I only think the only other time I was surprised was when Bush became president. I'm not so sure if it was the first or the second time, but other than that, I'm usually very spot on when it comes to elections. So this was a very interesting situation here. Hi.
Hey, Mom, what's up?
How's it going?
Going alright.
How was your shift?
I'm sorry.
It was
really eventful.
Nothing eventful. Oh. Dang.
Just the Black Friday shift.
Oh, okay. Are you getting overtime with over the shift, or is it just?
Oh, no, it's just normal.
Okay, just working up some extra seconds, extra couple dollars.
Yep. Asked me to stay a little bit later, so.
Okay, well maybe next time just let me know. I mean it wasn't a bad thing because I forgot until it was like 9:43 and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go get Kyrie. So I was late already. So yeah. What? Hold on, let me stop trying. I'm not gonna read that while I'm driving, but as soon as I park, I'm gonna look at that comment there. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm gonna get where I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna get where I'm going, which is like 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, and then I want to kind of take a timeline chronological playback on like my overall feelings about this election. And like I told you, like when Obama won, I knew he was gonna win, and I wasn't surprised. When Bush won, one of the times that he won, I knew he was gonna win. I wasn't surprised. The other time, I thought it was gonna be a close call, but he did end up winning. What else? Biden. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was shocked about Biden winning when he won. You know, it was just like, okay, Biden's gonna win school. Yeah, so this whole election is still very weird. It's a lot of weirdness going on with it. So I want to go down the chronology of my vibes, because like I said, when it comes to elections, I'm usually actually spot on. I mean lately I haven't been wanting to get involved. Like I don't want to get too much involved in that. I don't want to like draw my attention. But that's not even just elections. That's just with like popular topics, like pop culture and stuff like that. Unless it's something that I can use as like a teachable moment, or like something that I can expand upon with some of the stuff that we talk about here. But if it's just straight about like celebrity culture and all that bullshit, I don't give a fuck about none of that. So I usually try to stay away from those topics just because I don't want to be involved. I just don't want to be involved. It's not like, you know, anything. But so I kind of was feeling that way with these elections too. But I will say that the whole time I was getting this weird experience when it came to my feeling, vibe, and prediction about this election.
Should I just get out of here?
No, just bear with me. I'm gonna just wait for this person to pass. And then make sure I don't hit nobody, you know. This is a nice little feature, this little camera thing, even though I rarely use it. It's a good feature though. All right, thanks for riding Mom's Expressway.
All right, love you.
Thank you for riding Mom's Expressway. Love you too.
Thanks for picking me up.
My pleasure. Okay, back to it. So, hey, Crazy Bee West. No, I was picking my kid up from work. So, okay, let's just go over it because I don't know what month it was. It was July, maybe August, maybe September. That somebody was like, what do you think's going to happen for the election? And I remember being like blocked. Like I felt a whole blockage during that time period. And it was weird. It was like, it's not clear. There was never a clear go. And I'm still feeling that it's not clear. So obviously I feel like Trump cheated again on the elections. And I feel like somebody should say something. So here I am saying something. I feel like there's something going on there in the background, and nobody has bothered to think that, well, this person has been in collaboration with fraudulent behavior from previous elections. Why are we not questioning this election, right? Not to say that if he had a smooth win, it's cool, but for it to be the way that it was like, I mean, of course, this could obviously be showing that America is not ready to move beyond, you know, past behaviors. But I don't know. I'm questioning it altogether just because of the vibe that I'm getting about it all. There's still, as far as it relates to the election and who actually won, even though we see what's on the TV, vibe-wise, it's not clear. And usually when you get like, oh, it's on the TV, they said who won, they said he won, this and that and the third, it's a done deal. But there's been this nagging feeling in me that we're not looking at what's real. That we're looking at something false, something fake, and somehow it's going to come out. One, because Pluto did enter Aquarius. Yes, it did. And so therefore, all of the illusions that may work in the age of Pisces, they're not going to work as good. You know, they're just simply not going to work as good in this new age that we're in. And at the same time, we have to remember this dude was accused, and then I believe he was also like, I believe he even also admitted or something like that. There's something in relation to him having like faked the last election or cheated in that election as well. And so why we didn't question that this time around is baffling. I mean, absolutely baffling. So yeah, I feel like we are going to be experiencing some shocking things in the next coming weeks and months. I think that we are going to get some major news as it relates to the elections. I'm doubling down on that. I'm doubling down on that because it's still, you know, I will say this about my intuition and about my psychic abilities. There's usually a sense of clarity. I mean, you get clarity. The vibes that you have, there's usually a sense of finality about whatever it is that you feel. Even if your mind is telling you one thing and your intuition is telling you something else, you get a sense of finality about that thing. So when that thing happens, it's like you can release it. This election has not been releasable. It's not been released because there's not clarity about it. It's not real. So we're looking at something not real. And I know I know this sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the way that I understand it is this. Like I said, I'm usually never wrong about elections. Like never. Like maybe once. And that could have been because I really wasn't even thinking about it. And somebody was like, who do you think's gonna win? And I wasn't intuiting on it. I just gave a quickest answer possible and just went on about my business, you know? Or I just chose the first name that I saw, you know? It wasn't a thing where I had a feeling, a vibe, or a care about it, a care in the world about it. This one though, I gotta say, I'm really feeling uncomfortable about, there's just this nagging feeling that something is coming, something's going to come out. Something is going to happen that is going to shift and change all of what we think we know. So is anybody else getting that feeling, or is it just me? Okay. I just want to confirm, because if I'm being honest with you guys, it's not really a major concern. I don't really like that Trump is trying to take us back to the 1800s, especially being a black woman. But also I know that I guess I've been practicing voodoo, but you know, I've been practicing my magic for a reason. But and I don't practice voodoo specifically, but I just said that to be funny. But you know, it's just, hold on, let me see. So let me go back on the comments because I missed a couple. That's why I kept asking you. You were asking me. I don't remember, but I just know I've been not, it's like this nagging feeling I've been having for the whole time during the elections, when I saw on the TV and it was like all red and shit like that. It just to me it looked like bullshit, and I kept getting this nagging feeling something was wrong then. But I just couldn't speak on it because obviously the TV is telling us one thing, right? Like that's so sometimes when I have a feeling about something that's different than what the world knows, oftentimes it's because the world only sees that one thing. And so if I tell you something different, you're gonna call me crazy. But even every time I have a feeling that I'm looking at something and the world is seeing this one thing, and I'm knowing that's an absolute illusion, and I'm knowing that that is an absolute falsity, usually down the line, when I know for sure that something's falsity, it comes out that it was falsity. Just like when I knew Natalie Wood, they said long time ago, they were like, oh, Natalie, what was her name? The lady who played in Splendor in the Grass. She's, I heard her documentary and they were like, her husband, they disappeared. Her and her husband went on a boat trip and she just mysteriously disappeared in the water. I was like, that's a fucking lie. He killed her. Because first off, she was definitely afraid of water. So, you know what I mean? She was definitely afraid of water. What nothing gonna make her go by the water on her own. So he killed her. And then, like 20 years later, they have like, you know, tabloids and all that were reporting that he was like, he had admitted that he killed her. There are other people who have died, and I was just like, that person, I'm like the death whisperer. I feel like I always know when somebody's murder wasn't like an accident or something. Somebody's murder wasn't it wasn't like some bullshit where it's like, maybe they say, oh, she died of a heart attack or some bullshit. And I'd be like, that's a lie. She didn't die of no heart attack. Somebody killed her. Like, you know what I mean? Jimi Hendrix, somebody killed him. You know, it's just certain people. It's just like when they say, oh, he died from natural causes. That's a lie. Somebody killed that person. Or I can get just the opposite. Oh no, you know, that person did actually, you know, commit suicide and did kill themselves or did do this or did do that, right? Because there's some people who they say, oh, they committed suicide. They did not commit suicide. That person was murdered. Okay. So I have that thing going, but it's oftentimes the things that I know are often things that I know deep down, but that if I said it out loud, the world would think I'm crazy because the world only knows that other story. So this election is like that for me. Girl, I feel like something gonna go down before the 2025 even hit. You know what would be real funny? If the Republicans is like, I think we need to have a recount. The Republicans gonna be the ones like, I think we need to have a recount. I think we need to have a revote. I don't think that this is actually the president that we all chose, because this don't make no sense. Wouldn't that be funny? But McCloud, why you say be careful? Okay, let me go back. No, it's not a draining energy, but it is a very nagging, screaming energy. It's like everything in me is saying, girl, this is fact. Like, it's an illusion. It's fact. It's fact. It's fact. It's fact. It's fact. It's fact. And also it's like something is going to happen. Like, and I don't feel like it's going to be like a catastrophe or nothing, but something like voter fraud is going to come out. Like, it's going to be like something like, it's going to be like a news report that says Trump faked the elections, or maybe, ooh, that would be even better. Like if he's having like a secret conversation, like, thanks for making it look like I won this election because I was losing. You know, it's going to be like some recording or some soundbite or some bullshit like that comes out. But I'm just getting this screaming feeling that something is not right and something is up, and it's going to come out too. Not only that something's up, but that it's going to like come out, like it's going to be exposed. So this is where it's not even going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. It might start I don't want to say the word riot, but it might start a riot. Okay. I don't know. It might start up something where people get mad though, like get big mad. Like a whole bunch of people might get big fucking mad and be like, count it again. I said, count it again, nigga. Like, I mean, people are going to be pissed. People are going to be so mad, relieved, but mad. So I keep getting this screaming feeling that something like that might happen. Like something is going to be like, oh no, yeah, we going to need y'all to redo this because we ain't about to be going back into the dark ages. We is not going back into slavery. So I don't know who said y'all thought that was cute and that we was going to sit here and keep dealing with this, but that's what we not about to do. I don't know. It's a screaming feeling though. It's like something is going to happen. Something's going to come out. And I think, honestly, I don't know. Like, I feel like in the feeling of the vision that I have, it's like a lot of people are seeming shocked, but in reality, people are not really shocked. I think people are just maybe, it's more one of those things where it's like maybe people aren't shocked at the actual truth, but they're shocked that the truth comes out in the time that it does. So I feel as though it's going to be like a time is of the essence type of thing. I really feel like it's a time of the essence type of event where this information coming out is literally like at the finish line, like at the gate of whatever. I don't know. It could be at the finish line of the year. I don't know. But I really feel like whatever's going to come out, it's going to be like one of those things. It's going to shock everybody because it's going to happen it's going to seem like it's happening suddenly. And it's also going to be at like an inopportune time. It's going to be at a very inopportune time. But I'm also getting like, you know how COVID happened and it just seemed like the world went dark? I'm not saying that the world is going to go dark like COVID, where we're not going to be able to leave our houses and stuff like that. I mean, well, I left my house. I don't know what y'all did, but I was out in the streets. Okay, during COVID, I was having a blast during COVID. But I'm not saying it's going to happen like that. But what I'm saying is just that, well, for instance, if we can remember back when COVID happened and like basically they shut down everything, like, you know, the world was shut down. It was almost like if you were in Florida during Hurricane Milton and there was no electricity, you know what I mean? How dark and how quiet it was, like that. But it's still going to be things happening around us. And like things, the world is still going to be moving, but it's almost as though, you know how it is when the government closes down, like during the holiday season, you be like, what the fuck? You know, it's about to be the holiday season. The government is closed half of December, right? It's going to be like that. It's going to be like a government shutdown. One, I think they're going to be embarrassed. Two, I think that also it's going to be it's so shocking that they're going to have to try to regroup and try to figure out what to do. So everybody like, let's just take a break. Let's just adjourn this season and come back next season with some new plans. Bro, like, I don't know. Like, it's just... It's feeling like that. It's really feeling like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to channel this, you know, this energy. And no, I'm not drained. But and it's not a draining feeling. When I get drained is when I'm trying to intuit into like some actual person. Like if I'm like, okay, like let me try to pull some energy for you guys or whatever. And sometimes I'm assuming that sometimes like there are some people who maybe don't want me fiddling around, in their business. Okay. I'm assuming that that could be the case for some people when I might get drained. Or also if one of you guys might be actually going through a lot of intensity and I'm trying to tap into you, I can pick up that energy. So it's like, that's sometimes when I can get drained too. Or when I've done it so much in a short period of time that it's just, I need rest because I've been using these intuits, trying to intuit into a situation or other people's situations. And so, yeah, but no, this is not like that because this is coming to me naturally. So it's different when I'm like doing something like where I'm like, okay, let me see if I can psychically figure, let me read some minds, right? Like when you are doing something unnaturally, where it's like you are seeking for some information as opposed to the information coming to you naturally, it's a different thing. I had the heat on and my phone was charging, so it started overheating my phone. So I overheated my phone. So to answer your question, Aquarius, stay blessed, no, it is not draining me to pick up this information because it's coming to me naturally. I get drained if I'm like trying to tap people who are blocked in energy, or who their energy is all, you know, messed up or whatever. Or if they're going through a lot of shit, I can pick up that information. I can pick up that energy. And oftentimes I get tired because of that. Also, I get tired because people send spiritual attacks at me. So let's just keep that honest. But, no, with this, when information comes to me naturally, it's not draining. And this is information that's been coming to me naturally. So it's just a natural feeling that I get. It's just a natural intuit that I'm having. So I don't get tired with those type of psychic, hits, I guess, psychic awareness. Well, my psychic awareness is just naturally picking up information, and it's not because I'm trying or efforting at something. It's a lot smoother. I don't have that type of energy as far as being drained. So no, I'm not drained at all. So is this still buffering? Let's make sure that we're ready for it. So let me go back because Bumbaclot was saying, so I have soul cause he's raising the prices for everything. Oh, Lord. Listen, the last time Trump was in office, everybody keep in mind that the world got shut down because of Trump. Y'all remember this man was in office and they was like, Trump, COVID's on the way. And he was like, we good. And the world was shut down for, our world anyway, was shut down for way longer because of that. And also, another thing is, there was no scientific data to back the whole shutdown, quarantine type thing anyway. So that's something also that I knew back then. That's why I was like, I ain't wearing no mask. And I'm not staying in the house. I got shit to do. So I'm going to be outside. But anyway, moving forward. You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Let me go back up the comments. Let me see what Bumbaclot was saying earlier. So Bumbaclot, I was asking, did you die? Because you just disappeared and all that. So it's draining energy. Nope. Be careful for what? Why I gotta be careful? That's great that you forgot. What did I forget? Oh, that was Aquarius. Aquarius baby was okay. So let me move on from that. So what I'm trying to say, hi. Oh, your classmates make you feel like you're around stupid people? The whole system is fucked up. Oh, going to school, okay. Okay, so you've been going to school, is that what's going on? So you're saying your classmates are dumb? Sounds like what you're saying is your classmates are dumb. Can you ask what? So anyway, I've just been picking that up, and then I was just scrolling like 30 minutes ago, and this other lady just popped up on my page, and she was just like, she was feeling something too. So it's not just me, it's a lot of different psychics that have been feeling like this. So when I told you guys, I tried to do a reading for the elections back in October. No, it was before October. I want to say it was August. It might have been August or September that I did a reading, and it was blocked. Like I could not get information. Like I just could not. And it's never like that. Like it'll be like yes or no. It'll be like maybe. It'll be like back and forth. It'll be wavy back and forth, but it's never like a brick wall. It's never like a brick wall where I just can't get any information. So that's what was happening when I was trying to tap in back then. So I'm not doing any readings right now. What is your question though? Just out of curiosity. But I'm not doing readings right now. I'm just talking about this election thing and the aftermath and what I'm feeling as it relates to politics right now. I am not seeing this all go the way that we think and that we see right now it's going. I don't feel that's going to happen. I feel like something is going to change. Some massive event is going to occur. Something that's like shocking. Something that's never happened before. Something that is like what do we do now? I think something like that's gonna happen. Like, what do we do now? Like, it's gonna be that type of thing. Hey, Angeles, how you doing, babe? What is your question, Manu? It's gonna be something like, did y'all just hear that? Yes, I heard it. It's gonna be something like, wait, like what? Well, what does that mean? It's gonna be something like that. What you been up to, Angeles? How you been, boo? You good? I don't know why my eyes ain't working. That's your question. I mean, I would say if you want to, then yeah. But also, my real feeling is, I would just chill. I don't know why that's my feeling, but that's my feeling. My feeling is, maybe not. Maybe it just won't happen. Like, maybe you could if you wanted to, but should you? Why? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with y'all. I just know what I feel. I just know what I'm picking up. Energy I'm picking up. I just answered your question. I just answered. So, you asked me the question, I answered. So, shit. And I answered based upon my intuit, my feeling, my vibe. So, what'd you cook, Angeles? Oh, that's good. Yeah, I was cooking on, shoot, I started cooking Wednesday too. Yep, sure did. Is it cold up there yet? I bet it is, because it's chilly down here. Look, it's cold in Florida. It's not cold to nobody that don't live in, that's from up north. If you from up north, you be like, girl, I need some shorts. It's nice down here. I'm like, it's cold. I'm cold. But yeah. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving to y'all. I don't really celebrate that stuff, but you know, I cooked some food for my family. I did. Cooked a little turkey day cooking. So, I don't know, guys. Listen, it is a lot going to be happening as it relates to this whole election, presidential stuff. Well, if your intuition says no, then no. That's it. That's it. Because my intuition just said no, but my mind said yes too, so the answer is no. Why is that? Well, because your intuition always says no for a reason. And sometimes, maybe it's not that some major thing is going to happen when you go with this person, but maybe you're going to respond negatively to something that this person says, and then it's going to ruin the whole relationship. I don't know. It couldn't be, and maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just that person's in a bad vibe, and it's going to make it unpleasant for you. Could be, maybe this person is going to go and get into some stuff that really you're not comfortable with it, with being around, but you're going to have to be present when they go in and get into some stuff, and it just feels uncomfortable. Like, you don't want to be in uncomfortable situations. It doesn't, like, every time your intuition say nah, some stuff don't have to mean that it's like some major thing that's gonna happen, or you know what I mean. Like, it don't always have to mean that, but sometimes it could just be that you are learning how to follow your intuition as it relates to what feels good to you. You know what I mean? And so as you learn how to pick up what feels good to you, and what you know, what you're comfortable with right now, when you begin to follow your intuition a little bit more, you start getting away from just doing stuff just because, you know what I mean, just to be busy, just to be out in the streets, just to be active. If I know I'm gonna go to this event and I know for sure that I'm gonna go up there and it's gonna be a whole bunch of people I don't really fool with, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of people that really don't fool with me, if I'm being honest, okay, and I'm just kind of just gonna be there, then I don't want to go. And it doesn't mean that there's gonna be some shooting or anything that happens at that event. No, I just don't want to go. It doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to be any fucking reason except I don't want to go. I don't feel like being around a bunch of people that don't fool with me, that I don't fool with. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that it has to be some major thing. If you just don't feel like it, you don't feel like it. And I'm not saying that it's not that you don't feel like it. It's just that if your intuition is saying no, that's for some reason. That could be a part of your self-care. Sometimes it could be fear though. So, you know, take it as it resonates. Yeah, definitely follow your intuition. Your intuition is there for a reason. You know, sometimes you're just, you know, you're getting closer and closer to just feeling better about yourself and doing the things that you love to do to take care of yourself and nurture yourself. And sometimes simply nurturing yourself is not going to an event that's going to be meaning that you have to be around a bunch of people that don't fuck with you. You don't really fuck with them. And there might be one or two people or a couple people that you see that you really like, you vibe with a little bit and everything, but it's not enough of those people at that party for you to show up to that party, you know, wasting a good outfit and shit. Now I know that's a side note topic, like that's a whole side note type of thing or event, but it's just that simple. Like, if self-care is so important, and if I don't want to feel like being drained, I ain't going. Yeah, I know I sat at the house yesterday and I sat at the house last weekend and I'm gonna sit at the house this weekend. However, if I feel like going, I'm out. Like, I'm stepping out. If I feel like it, I'm stepping. If I don't feel like it though, I don't give a shit how many weeks I've sat at the house. I'm gonna be at the house again. Thank you. But it's just about the vibes. You know, it's about you. It's about that self-care. It's about how you feeling. If you feel like going, then go. If you don't, don't. I can't tell you how many times I've been like getting ready to get dressed or thinking about going to an event, like a specific event. Okay, I want to go to that event, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. No terrible feelings in there. All of a sudden it's like, you need to stay home. And then the next day I look in the news and somebody that got shot. And that was the reason why I needed to stay at the house. Sometimes it's not that though. Sometimes it's somebody got shot. Sometimes it's just that I don't want to, I'm not going to hang around a bunch of people and be around a bunch of people I don't fuck with, or a bunch of people that don't fuck with me. I'm cool. I don't have a need to be up in them people's face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't have a need to be in them people's face. I know they don't really fool with me, so that's cool. I'm gonna stay on where I'm supposed to be at. You know? So whatever it is for you, you know, what are you picking up as you're feeling like your intuition is saying no? Is it just that you just don't feel good? Is it a nagging feeling like something is up? Is it a fear, like a strong sense of, if I don't get the fuck up out of here, I'm about to die? Like, you know, your intuitions have so many different levels of alert. So many. If one time I was in buckfuck, I don't know where, and my intuition kept saying, get the fuck out of here. My intuition was like, do not ever bring your ass, right? Like, don't ever, okay, ever bring your ass around here during such hours, whoop, whoop, whoop. You just need to listen to yourself, you know, like, you just need to listen. I don't care how big or small it is. I don't give a damn if it's just that. Me and my intuition go together, baby. We go together real strong, okay? We go together real bad, okay? So I feel better to talk with you. Oh, it's good. You're welcome. Listen, I understand that sometimes when you're learning how to kind of follow your own vibes, because your mind sometimes does be like, it's okay. It's good. Yeah, follow that intuition. Because listen, your mind can sometimes just be, maybe you really wanted to be around that person. And so you really wanted to be around that person. So it causes you to do something that your intuition was like, after the fact, your intuition be like, I told you not to do that. I told your ass not to do that. So just listen. It's always something. Okay, guys. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling like this whole political campaign election thing, it's going to be something coming out of it. I don't think it's done. I don't think it's done at all. I think something more is coming. What it is, I don't know. I've got a good vibe or feeling about it, but I'm just going to let it come out. But I did want to speak about it because a lot of times I've had like a feeling, like a really strong feeling about something, or just like a deep feeling about something, and then I didn't speak about it. Maybe I started speaking about it maybe like 15 years ago. I started speaking those things out loud to Gino, and then he'd be like, you did say that. Like, so he's like the proof. But now I'm like, okay, maybe I can speak these things out to you guys, and at least, even if you guys think I'm totally crazy, I'm going to come back to this video one day and be like, I said it in that video. Go back to this video on this day and you will see that I said that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. This is just my proof that something's going to happen. And so as it relates to the Kamala Trump presidency election thing. So this is my marking time right now. So in the future, when whatever happens, I want y'all to remember this video, or just come back to it and be like, she said something was gonna happen. She said it. She definitely said it. I'm telling you, something's gonna happen. It's gonna be shocking too. It's gonna be like, I don't think it's gonna be shocking as in surprising. It's gonna be shocking that it's actually coming out. It's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be like like national secrets just got out, right? But it's really not supposed to be national secrets. I mean, this is supposed to be elections are supposed to be, it's the system was made for a reason. You know what I mean? It was made so that you couldn't do certain things, and here he is just doing it without any fucks given. I mean, this man has zero fucks given at all. So he really doesn't even respect the system. And so the interesting part about that is, if he doesn't respect the system, and we see that they have elected a president who doesn't respect the system, how then are they going to expect us to respect the system? It's just amazing to me. It's like all of the buffoonery I see on a regular basis with these people is crazy. It's like, wow. And y'all really gonna look us in our faces, stand in our faces, you know, and try to uphold a law that you don't even believe in. What amazingness we are. We are witnessing the prequel of history being made. Okay, because they're gonna have to change the system. Right now, what Trump is attempting to do is dismantle the system, or whatever we have come towards over time, all the progress that we've made over the years, because he doesn't see it as progress, right? I don't think that's the reason why, though. I think it's something behind that. I think it's truly something behind that, and it's probably very much something very sinister, which is interesting because when you do not know your history, you are doomed to repeat it. So I would say over the next 30 to 60 to 90 days, if you are any person in America, you should be researching your history. You should be, you know, you should be teaching your children certain things about history. You should be refreshing history, and you should really be considering what's going on around you in relation to history. Not history as they're teaching it, but history as we really truly know it. Okay. But in reality, though, they're not going to be able to hide that stuff. But I would suggest everybody go have a strong history lesson. And, you know, specifically Hitler, Winston, Stalin. You want to research those guys for sure. You also want to research Nixon and Reagan and even Benjamin Franklin. Sorry, not Franklin. George Washington. You even want to research him. I would suggest you research pre-colonial days as well, if you can muster up the time to fit that into your schedule. Maybe even Abraham Lincoln a little bit, if you want to go back to Abe and, you know, see what he was talking about, what he was doing. Also, what is that? What's his name? Kennedy, President Kennedy, his whole family. I would suggest you'll research there. What else? I mean, there's so much that you should be researching right now, and that there's so many topics that we should be talking about as it relates to history, that I think that should be the focus right now, is history. History. Because a man who does not know his history is doomed to repeat it. So I think that right there is what y'all need to be looking at. Go look at history. All those names that I just mentioned, I mean, they're going to lead you down pathways to find other information and research new other things. Well, also, the Civil War, 1776. I would suggest you research that as well. Understand why that happened. Understand, you know, what was the climate when that went down. Understand the climate of history. I would even so much as say go research the Civil War of the Haitian Civil War. Yeah, I would say Haiti. They had a war where they were like, y'all doing too fucking much. I would say even the Aboriginals, researching them and their history as it relates to their refusal to accept certain things. Matter of fact, just go look at this. You guys gotta go watch that New Zealand, not even a month ago. There's this lady, and they were in there, and they called it haka, the haka dance, and they were in the parliament, and they did the haka dance, okay, because they was not here for none of the bullshit that was going on. I guess they were trying to like dismantle some sort of peace treaty, saying that it was not necessary. Basically, the Caucasians there tried to do what the Caucasians here is doing, and they wasn't about none of that shit. And that's when the haka dance came out, and she began ripping the paper up, and her face was just like, I mean, they was not here for none of this shit, okay? And I loved it. I loved every second of that video. So I would suggest you go and watch that video. Furthermore, what else is there in history that we can research? I mean, there's so many things that we can research. Some of the Native American tribes, you know, if I'm being real honest with you, the way that these people are acting is that they are acting as if they know that we are not the Native Americans. And that's the part that's pissing me off. The real part that's pissing me off is that these people pretend that we are not Native Americans. Some people were pulled from another nation and brought here. But many of the people that were here were made to become made to become servants. They were imprisoned, falsely imprisoned, and made to become servants. We must understand this.